Good morning. Renata's here sharing my insights as they come time in and time out. And today I'd like to really concentrate on social media, news, and how it's affecting us. And we are interesting species as humans. We like to call in people, audience, witnesses for our celebrations and for our suffering. And if you look at humans, when we are celebrating our birthdays or weddings, those are good events, and we want to get there and share it with as many as we can to support the event, right? So you can see if there's a small wedding, right, and how many people are participating in it and wishing the young couple their best and dancing around them, right? Or imagine this bigger wedding where there is like 500 or 1,000 people or whatever the number is, right? So kind of the happiness is spreading out. There's more people in that joy, in that celebration, and the energy will be different than the smaller wedding or a bigger wedding. Same thing with birthdays, right? If you just have your maybe celebrating your own day, just you and you, or just having family members, or throwing yourself a big birthday party, right, with many people. So we want cheerleaders for whatever we're experiencing. Same thing goes for negative events, right? And you can see how we like our witnesses, we like our audience, we like more people in it, whether we're suffering or whether we're celebrating. So right now, when you see things happening and changing in the world, and it comes out in the news or on the media, it kind of draws you in and you become part of that event. You become part of that event through your feelings, through your emotions, through your worries, through your judgment, through everything that's in you. So look at these two events, right? The celebration, the news of the celebration, and you're joining the party and celebration, or the negative event that might have happened. Somebody have harmed themselves, or one country attacking another country, or vice versa, COVID, right? Any news that kind of expands itself through social media, and it's kind of drawing more people to it. More people, and the more people are joining this party of destructive thinking, right? It's adding more to this global negativity and global thinking. And the question is really, of course, when it's a positive event, you all want to be there and you do want to expand it. You want to kind of, when somebody gets engaged and then you have, or a birth of someone, right? You want to know the world, the world to know what is really happening. And you're sharing the good news and you want more people in it with you. So in your positive thinking, right? In your positive, in wishing you best and blessing you for whatever have happened, whether the newborn or same thing when somebody passes away, right? You're letting the world know this person is gone, and there's kind of a deep sadness, and it's joining, and more people are kind of wishing and blessing. So if you look at it, even at this pivotal point, right, when somebody passes away and you hear the news, right, so what do? You support the family, you wish them well, you acknowledge this person for its living its life as long as they did, for all the good that they have done, if you're doing properly. Of course, you can go, oh, why did it happen? They were so young, they could have lived. Why did the doctors did that? And what? So you're adding to the misery, right? And then it's also kind of stopping the process of the person who is descending, because there's too much stuff happening on earth that kind of blocking his descending, the separation of soul and body. And it's always a choice how you're going to embrace the positive news or the negative news. And I even don't want to label it positive or negative. It's just an event that happened, and how you choose to acknowledge it or embrace it, it's your choice. But whatever you're feeling and whatever you're expressing, you're adding to the collective. So right now, when COVID happening, or when there are global events happening, right, and things are happening, things are shifting, you're listening to stuff, and what's happening, the media knows how to bring more people, how to draw more people into that. Almost same like advertising, right? Sometimes when you look at advertising, you know you don't need it, but when you watch it, you might consider, that's not bad, I might as well get it. So you're kind of drawn with your attention, with your energy into that, and maybe getting things that you don't need, right? But of course, it's nice to advertise and let people know what's there, because maybe there is something that you know. Oh, somebody invented something. Interesting. So the pictures on the screen, the sounds on the screen, the messages on the screen, drawing your attention. And it's your choice how you're going to react to the attention. And it's also your responsibility, because at that moment, you know how you're adding to the collective mind, to the collective energy that's our global, right? So if you're looking at that and you go, oh my God, I don't believe it's happening. Why is it happening? Why is nobody doing anything about it? Oh my God. And you're going on and on and on and on. You can see this energy kind of shifting and changing, right? And the same thing, you can look at whatever happened, like, And then, of course, if you are reacting to this, most likely it's your own stuff that you still need to work through. And this is a whole other video about how to explain how to look what's outside and what's inside. So I'm not going to go into depth into it, right? But also your choice, even if you look at disaster, right? And there's stuff happening right now, definitely. And you can label it as a disaster, or you can label it as an event, or you can label it as humans are in transformation. They're going through the lessons. People still need to experience war. Maybe it wasn't enough what happened years ago. Maybe we didn't learn. Maybe the lesson needs to continue. Maybe some of us still evolving. And people unfortunately evolve through suffering. So allowing this to happen, but if you can just at that moment not to judge who's right, who's wrong, but send love to whoever involved in that situation. Because whoever is right or whoever is wrong, both sides are suffering, no matter what's happening. Even if you take the COVID situation, right? Some people were upset with the government. Some people should vaccinate, shouldn't vaccinate. I mean, come on, we really don't know what's working here. We're just doing our best at all times. If you drop the judgment and send love and compassion to whoever is involved, right? That's already diffusing the situation. That is the best contribution that you can do in any situation. Whenever you're choosing sides, you're overweighting the balance of the world, and you really don't know what's right and what's wrong. You're just guessing and think this is right, this is wrong. You don't know. Neither do I, right? It's like the universe has a much bigger plan for us, and we need to experience what we need to experience and evolve through that. And if you look into your own life and into your own difficulties, most likely you evolved and changed through your difficulties, through your challenges, right? And if the challenges and difficulties will not be here, you will not evolve. Somehow, that's what needed to happen. So globally right now, the humanity is changing, evolving, and definitely whatever happened in the past few years have changed many lives. And it's our choice whether we're going to suffer through it or we're going to evolve and change through it and move on. In every situation, choosing, am I the victim of the situation or am I the master of my life? So I hope that was helpful. And I advise you to listen to this video maybe more than once. Maybe some things will sink in a bit deeper. I'm wishing you love, light, and laughter. And do find the best in everything. Love you and have an awesome day.